welcome back to another great episode interview series with Rabbit Connell YouTube channel. As you guys know, we wanted to know really correct information in Web3 and crypto space. Jared with us, co-founder and CEO of Krain AI. I'm really excited to have you here. I'm also heard really a lot of things about you. You are really successful entrepreneur in the Web2 and Web3 space. How the things going from your side? How's it going?
Yeah, things are going great. I'm very excited to be here. Big fan of your channel and all the people you talk to. So we're excited to be here and appreciate you taking the time.
I really appreciate that. We know one of the really narrative and the trend is AI 2020 since 2023. You guys also AI based project. What you guys actually do? What kind of problem you solving? What is Krain AI? Could you tell us more about this?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're building the infrastructure to this is what we say we're build our like tagline is we're building the infrastructure layer to power the AI app economy. So what that means is that we looked at the AI landscape and we said, hey, what problems can we solve? What are the areas that are at the foundational layer that if we solve these problems, it could really help the industry take off, especially around AI and around crypto. And so there's two or three main areas there. The first one that we discovered that we found was the discovery issue. Like if you're trying to find AI apps and AI agents, there's no real good place to go to find that. So we're building this really awesome portal. We're about to release a preview of that portal coming up. So stay tuned to our social channels. And so we're solving this discovery problem. So we're building a place where you can come search for apps and agents and find them, understand, read some reviews and ratings on those, pass along your own ratings and reviews, test them right there on the portal. And so that's the first thing we're building. The other thing that we're building is a deployment layer. So, if you think about all these people that are building, all this new vibe coding, everyone's building apps, everyone's building agents and all that, right? So where do they host them? So we're building a very seamless, easy on-ramp place for people to deploy those apps. So we want it to be as simple as clicking a button and your app is deployed, your agent is deployed out on infrastructure, and that part almost disappears behind the scenes. And so we're building libraries and tools and easy on-ramp tools that allow people to deploy and host those AI agents and AI apps.
I got it. What has been the significant challenge Crane AI has faced in terms of growth and user adoption?
Yeah, so I think educating users on what AI can actually do is definitely a challenge. I mean, a lot of people are familiar with what ChatGPT offers, but they don't necessarily understand the power, of autonomous or sort of task-specific AI agents or AI apps. And so I think if you think about any new technology that comes out, people see other people using it and they understand it at a basic level. But AI is going to fundamentally revolutionize, our day-to-day lives. And so educating users is a big one. I think for us as Crane, just bridging the gap from, here's a cool demo of something to here's a daily utility and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the similar challenges that other people have about getting the word out about our projects and what we're doing. But we're having some great success there. We have very popular airdrop that we're doing. We have an amazing community that we're building that people love and participate in significantly. And so we're really excited to be spending time with users, dialoguing. We love doing things like this where we can actually, speak to our users and speak to our audience and new people. And yeah, I think, that the challenges are part of the game, right? If there wasn't any challenge, it would be too easy and we'd find something new that would create a challenge, I guess, right? We keep pushing forward.
For sure, if you solve this problem, and the problem also make you improve,
Yeah,
this is quite important.
absolutely.
I'm also would love to learn your opinion regarding do you think AI trends will continue for next cycle? What do you think?
Yeah, so the nature of hype is that it's people get super excited about something. It's generally you pick something that's real and it gets overinflated, right? And
Hmm.
so you know that's what gets people excited. It gets them maybe to take a look at it or get involved, right? And so, but the difference is here is that AI is a fundamental change in the way that almost everything is going to operate. So for that reason, I think the hype will continue. I think the excitement will continue. I think that the changes will continue as far as new products and services that are coming out, and that is what will keep people excited. It's you know, I think you see these in starting to appear in everyday everyday things that we're doing. Everything from payments to self-driving cars to and it affects people's jobs like in what they're doing on an everyday basis as far as like content creation and it's just it's having a massive impact on that. And so for that reason I think the hype will continue. As far as crypto goes, there's always a hype cycle, right, of some kind.
Yeah.
And so I think AI will continue to be part of that because it's having such an impact in the real world as well. I think that'll help to accelerate it.
Yeah, thank you, and got it. Thank you very much for your valuable insights regarding this trend. And just getting back to our topic, you have also, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just getting my notes before we set up the interview. You have also Crane Founders K as a product, right? If I'm not mistaken.
The founder's key is that's what you're asking about, the founder's key?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So the Crane Founders Key is a way that we are opening up to allow our users to participate in the future and in what we're doing. Get some early access to our tokens that are coming out, the Crane token, and so we're really excited about this. I think by the time this video goes live, we'll have the announcement will be out. So we're very excited about this. It's going to give early users an opportunity to participate in what we're doing. And I can talk about sort of some of the main features of that and if that makes sense at this point.
For sure. What's the benefits for early adapters?
Yeah, so the benefit is that they're going to get a 3 times token allocation, right? So the amount that the founder's key costs, you're going to get 3 times that in tokens,
Okay.
in the value of tokens, and they're based on the TG price. So that's probably the standout benefit of it, right? We're also offering some pretty high and generous APY staking rewards. So those tokens that are allocated with the founder's key will be staked immediately and start earning those rewards. Also, for our airdrop users, there's going to be a significant multiple on the airdrop rewards, and so people that buy and purchase these keys are going to get a multiple on those rewards. That's really exciting. You're going to get a tradable digital asset with limited supply. So I think these are going to be really popular. People are going to be excited about owning them. And then also it's going to have some pretty exclusive utility that's based on it. We've got some upcoming features that we're really excited about that are going to have a huge impact, I think, on the space.
Okay.
And the people who buy these founders keys are going to have some early and exclusive access to those features that I think will be highly beneficial and be really exciting to see. We're still putting some of the finishing touches on that, so I want to be cautious about the exact features, but we will definitely announce those, and I think people will really be excited about them.
Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Yeah, it can be very interesting for our community as well, because especially in Turkey there is a lot of people they are very active in the crypto and especially the early stage side. I think yeah, it's going to be quite important for them. And last thing is, what would you like to say, especially who wants to improve their self in Web 2 and also Web 3 space, how to being successful? And we also discussed at the beginning of the interview, actually we didn't, before the interview, you said that here is 6 a.m. in the morning and you're
Yeah,
still working very hard at
I
that time.
got my
What
coffee.
one
Yeah.
hundred percent. What's your reason? What makes you excited? And how to be a really successful person in Web three space? What's your advice to them?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Well, it is an absolutely awesome and exciting time to be involved in the Web3 space. I mean, what a time to be alive, right? When you have the leader of one of the of the largest economic country in the world who's very pro crypto, pro Bitcoin, that is an exciting time to be involved. For many people who have been involved in previous cycles and stuff like that. We were like fighting up against a wall, right? Well, now we have people that are in power that are very pro what we're doing. You've got sovereign nations around the world that are building up their own, crypto reserves. You've got, upcoming open, regulations, basically a friendly regulatory environment. And not only that, you've got this whole tailwind of AI behind you that is enabling very interesting and exciting new use cases for what we're building. I mean, this is the best time to be in crypto. I think the opportunities are huge, and just the what people can do and what they can build these days is just phenomenal. It's very, very exciting. All of the tooling and the assistance has definitely improved. I mean, if you need help with any area, right, you just go to an AI and ask it for help, and it tells you what to do and how to build it and all that. So there's never been a better time to be in crypto. There's never been a better time to be in Web3 and to be building in the space. So very excited about that. I think it's an enormous opportunity for everyone across the board. One of the things that I really appreciate about crypto, that I really love about it, is that the barrier to entry is very low, right? So I one of the things I love about crypto and Web3 is that it democratizes access to financial instruments, to app deployments and things that you're doing. You can there's never been an easier time to be an entrepreneur, right? And so one of the questions you asked was, I talked about how it's 6 a.m. here on the west coast of the U.S. where I'm at,
Uh-huh.
and so I got my coffee. I'm awake. I'm alive. I'm excited, and we're here with you. And so you had asked the question about, what does it take to be an entrepreneur in this space, and I think it takes a willingness to just do it. You have to just decide that you're going to do whatever it takes to move forward. You're going to get up early. You're going to stay up late. You're going to grind hard. You're not going to let anything stand in your way. I think the number one quality for being an entrepreneur has to be perseverance. It has to be this whole idea that if I hit a wall, I'm going through that wall. I'm going to figure out how do I solve this problem? How do I get through it? And just have this sort of never give up attitude. And the people who do that, who really keep pushing through, who don't quit, who don't give up, they're the ones in the end that are successful.
Yeah, 100%. We need that kind of people in Web3 space, right? This is quite
Yeah,
important. I really appreciate that for your valuable time and valuable insights regarding to how to be a successful entrepreneur in Web3 space. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, sir.
awesome, man. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
Thank you very much. If you would like to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications on. See you later, guys.